today I'm going to try to do a little like review slash trying to put gouache in the pans video, like a how-to. And I assume I've never done gouache in pans before. I've done it with watercolors, so maybe they're the same. I don't know. They probably are. But I just bought this, what's it called on Amazon? It's called the Honbay 12 Color Travel Artist Watercolor Tins Palette Paint Case with 12-piece half pans. And I just bought it, I think it was $9, $8.99 on Prime, and I got it on Prime Day because I needed something like this because I wanted to do more gouache paintings on the go, and I had my gouache in this little, if I could open it, this little Altoids tin, and it just wasn't a good idea at all. The paint, oh, it's stuck now. Ah. See, the paint just kind of, it worked for a little while, and if I still had to use it, it would still work probably. I could make it work, but see, the paint chips off, but it did what it needed to do for the time being. But I don't really recommend this because it just kind of comes off in chunks, and I would just re-wet it and then put it back in its spot, but it just wasn't worth it. So I bought this guy. It came in this packaging, and the pans weren't inside. I put the pans inside, and it came in this little case. Said it's not enough that we do, okay, no space between we do, our best. We have to do what's required. The font on here is weird. It's a -5 for font. Like, what the hell is that? But the actual case, it has a little ring. It's black, so you could hold it on the go and be fancy. And the hinges, I have a problem with these hinges. And they're these hinges that pretty much it's just a piece of metal bent in on itself, and it just makes it seem super duper flimsy. This whole entire thing seems ridiculously flimsy. Like, you can hear it just moving it around. You can hear everything rattling. Like, every single part of this is not tight, and it does rattle and moves all over the place, which I already don't like. But if you open it up, you have nice little mixing areas, and you have another mixing area, which I like. But even this, I feel like, look, I can totally bend it back. I feel like this can just pop out or snap, and it's so just loose. It's all just like, and the pans, even the way that the pans sit, they all came out, so I just had to pop them in, which was pretty easy. Oh, and you can take this out, and you see the little hooks. Let me try to pop one of these guys out. They're pretty easy to pop in and out, which I appreciate, but see, you just, oops, place it there, pop. But they move around like crazy. They're not tight. It's not a tight fit at all. And I even tried like pushing on this little piece of metal before they went in to see if that would create like a tighter, you know, a tighter grasp, but it just doesn't help. And the last watercolor, I had like a Winsor Newton kinda. I had a Winsor Newton watercolor palette that I was using, and it had the pans like this. It was just kind of like an empty, and it did not. I know this is $9, but it's just ridiculously flimsy. I cannot recommend it because I feel like the gouache is just gonna slide around. Whatever kind of paint you put in here is just gonna slide around. But I'll give it a try. I have a lot of gouache, and maybe this will just be my kind of thrasher set that I take when I go like hiking and stuff like that with cheaper paints. See, look, I'll push them all together and then they just move around. So, but yeah, and the gouache that I'm gonna put in here today is the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Holbein Artist Gouache, the 12, and it's the little itty bitty little 5mm ones, the tiny ones. And I've had this gouache set for a couple months now, and I really like it, actually. It's good quality gouache. I haven't used that many other kinds of gouache. I think I've only used Reeves and a little bit of Winsor Newton, but it definitely, you know, it does all the stereotypical things that gouache does, and I really see on these, you know how they say, like, the light colors, or no, put a color down and sometimes it'll be lighter and sometimes it'll be darker. The lighter colors will get darker and the darker colors will get lighter, vice versa, something like that, but you definitely see a color change. Like, when you put the paints on the paper, and then by the time that dries, it's completely different. So there's a bit of a learning curve with these. Sorry, they're all on the floor, but I overall like it. And it's $23 for this, and when I saw that and I saw how small the tubes were, I was kind of hesitant because it's like $2 for this little tiny thing. But I've barely made a dent in it, and I've made quite a few paintings. And this is just my palette. I could reuse all these colors. So yeah, a little bit out of breath. Overall, I like the colors in the palette. I think that covers a lot. Like, I've never really gotten to a point where I was like, oh, I wish this color was different, or I wish that, you know, I actually wish that they have 3 yellows, which is yellow ochre, which is kind of like a browner, darker, like muddier yellow, and then they have lemon yellow, which is a bright yellow, and then permanent yellow, which is more of like a traditional primary yellow, while this is more like a yellow. But I wish that, I don't know, I wish that these are too similar for me, like with the blues. Where is it? Persian blue, Prussian blue, and ultramarine blue. Like, they're very different in tones, as you can tell. Like, the Prussian blue is a very just like an ocean blue almost. It's very dark toned, and this is a very like purple, like indigo, brighter blue. And I like that you can definitely, when you look at those two blues, you can definitely see the difference, but with these it's very subtle, and I feel like it's not worth it. And I feel like they could have done maybe a gray or something else like that you can use. Because, like, at least with the reds, you can definitely see the difference between, like, what's this? Burnt sienna, carmine, and flame red. You can definitely see the difference between these. And I'm happy with all these colors, but I wish that the yellows were different. Even if they give us, like, a brown or, I don't know if they, oh yeah, there's no kind of, like, purple colors. If you want to do, you have to mix your own purple, which, like, I'm okay with, but I don't know. It just seems kind of odd to have 2 colors so similar in a pack that only has 12 colors. And it also comes with, I'll just go through all the colors anyways, because it's getting into a review. Sorry, that was really loud. But we have burnt sienna, we have carmine, oh, not focusing, kind of focusing. We have flame red, yellow ochre, yellow permanent, lemon yellow, emerald green, and it's not really like an emerald green, it's kind of like a foresty green, but I still like it. And then this is permanent green deep, and this is very much a blue green. Like, this is like a blue green. And then we have ultramarine. I guess ultramarine kind of could be the purple, but it's definitely not like, it's not like an indigo or something like that where it can go either way. It's more like a blue with purple tint. And then this is Prussian blue, and then we get an ivory black, and I really like, the black is definitely, it's a nice black, it's a nice deep black, and you definitely get a lot of color payoff when you use it. And same with the white. The white is it's a very brilliant white, it's permanent white. And they're both, all of these paints are decently thick, like you only need 1 coat and you're done, which is really nice, even if you're going over like really dark colors. Alright, so I guess I will be putting them in this flimsy ass palette like this. But this is all I have for now, and hopefully I'll get a better palette and I can just swap out the pans. That's what I'm planning on. But yes, I will hopefully change camera views. I don't know, I'm not good at this stuff. So I have my little workspace set up. I cannot see anything that is under the camera right now, so I have no clue what's in frame or not. But let's start this. All my materials, got the pan, got my muffin. So I think I'm just going to keep it simple and do cool colors this side, warm colors on this side, and I'm going to start with the white. So I'm not going to put that much in here because I just want to see how they do in here. So I'm just going to fill the pans up about, oops, halfway. And I really like to work with gouache when it's wet. I think that it gives it a really, I don't know, I really prefer to use it when it's wet. But, you know, like this is also good. I'm gonna actually just take this guy out. Maybe I'll take out the pans too. Yeah, it might get messy. Yeah, it already got messy. Alright, so tip number 1, take the pans out first. Learn from my mistakes. Alright, so we got 1 pan down, and I'm just doing, I don't know, but I'm just doing half the pan. I don't know if you can see that because it's white. That's a horrible color to show you guys, but I'll do it on a better color. I'm professional. There we go, got the back. Oh, getting it everywhere. Let's see, I don't know where camera is, so I'm just doing it halfway. And then I got my cool colors. This Prussian blue. And hopefully I'll get a better tint for them. Because I really don't like that one. I'd rather spend a little bit more and get a more reliable case than this one. because I can't handle that like cheapy, like even this guy feels more stable than this guy. Like the lid and stuff is kind of ridiculous. What color did I just do? I just did permanent green deep. Emerald green is a very thick color. This is a very heavy body color. Alright, so now I need my warm colors. Tickled in my biscuit. And then they're right there. So yeah, you should definitely take the pans out. Probably everyone knows that, but oh well. Start with good old burnt sienna. And when you're putting washes in pans, you're never supposed to put acrylic, is it acrylic or acrylica? Acrylic washes in pans because they are acrylic and they will dry out and you'll not be able to use them and you're just wasting paint. Essentially, like you trying to put acrylic paints in a pan, it just won't work out. So make sure that before you do this, you know exactly which type you have. Probably the most boring video ever. Oof. Yellow ochre is really thick too. Oh god, I got it everywhere. You know what, I'll just let it dry and then use it. And I'll add into this video how long it took for these guys to dry and for me to be able to put them back in the pan. And then a lemon yellow. Oh god, I'm so messy. But yes, here are all the pans done. Got some yellow on me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's kind of my whole review of these guys. And maybe either if I end up really enjoying this, or I end up really hating it more than I'm gonna take this thing off. Can I just? Okay. Pro tip: you can take this off if it really pisses you off, like it pisses me off. So just rip it out. Alright, my camera just got all messed up, but yeah, I ripped off the thing and it already sounds a lot better. So I'm just going to give this a bit more of a try, and maybe I'll do another video on how I like it, or just mention it in another one of my videos. And by the way, sorry for all the blue. My rig is kind of insane and it just sits up here and looks down. So, you know, you do what you can with what you have. But yeah, thank you so much for wash your body, guys. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.